Here we go. Welcome back to another Habs Nation Podcast with hockey coach Hughes directly for beautiful country of Thailand. An amazing, great Monday night. Wednesday, coach. What's going on? Uh, I wake up at 3 o'clock. I'm bored. I don't know what to do. So I said, why not to come here talking with Tap and the rest of the gang talking about hockey in August. And that's what I decided to do is to do a live streaming special edition Monday night with the Habs Nation Podcast. That's going to do for the next 90 minutes talking about the Montreal Canadiens, couple of news around the NHL and many other things. So it's really not really set up. I set up the show, but it's going to be up and down, go to left and right direction. The most of the thing, we're going to have a great time together. That's the most important thing. So, 1 minute before the show start, we lost the power. Internet, power. Maybe it's time for me to move somewhere else. But anyway, thanks for joining us tonight. Hopefully, an amazing, great start of the week on the Monday night already. And we're going to focus on the Montreal Canadiens tonight. We have a lot of things to talk about. But before that, we're going to talk, welcome back, everybody. Of course, Luciano is in the house. Welcome back, Mr. Luciano. Thanks to be with our Canadian show. I tried to put you moderator. I don't know how this does not work. Luciano, try to figure out this next time. Thanks again to be with us. Nicolas de Goubi-Bonneau is in the house, directement de la belle région de Sherbrooke. And we have Andrei Markov directly from where? But it's from New Jersey. And our tap, of course, from Toronto. Randy Walkman is from Alberta. And then we have KK from Thailand. Welcome in the house. We have Peter Pinsonneau. Welcome back, Mr. Peter. Good morning, everybody. And then we have RJ Calabo, like I mentioned to you, a lot of things going on. And then Marco Larabin knocked the door. Marco just back from a trip in Montreal, if I can recall it properly. So look like you have a safe trip, Mr. Marco, and thanks to be with us. You tried to come with me at the last minute, and it's difficult sometimes. If I have about 1 hour, it's because I put all the graphic or the pose, everything like that. So when I shifting with someone else, it's really difficult. I have to restart, and I have only a couple of minutes, so I cannot do it. I apologize, Mr. Marco. And I look forward to see you Wednesday night for the Notebook. We're going to have a great show Wednesday night, by the way. Pete LW. Patrick Lawhite is in the house tonight, hopefully doing well. George and Vlad Guerrero. With 1 point RBI tonight, and hopefully you're going to get that one, and hopefully you're going to get some money. And then we have Randy again, Luciano. Martin Baznet de retour avec nous ce soir. Martin, welcome back. Martin, is it Waterloo you're coming from? I'm not remember. And what about Tony DeMarc? No, Coach Saint Pattaya. I want to go visit there when I retire. You have some wild story from Pattaya. You have a lot of great wild story. We learn many things, guys, with very everything. But yeah, we I don't know. It's fun to be a Pattaya. It's a great area. Jean-Bien is very good because of the beach, and also it's very more quiet. Pattaya is like, city woman and bar and temple. 7-Eleven and massage. But it's not a story for another time. We have Martin Waterloo. Here we go. I got it. Hey, Mr. Dan Asham is in the house. Directly from Winnipeg, Manitoba, with Colette, the beautiful Colette. Hopefully you have an amazing, great summertime, Mr. Dan. We miss you, my friend. And always a pleasure to open the door to one of the best supporters of the channel, Mr. Dan Asham. And that's all for so far. Don't forget, please click on the like. A little bit surprised. We talk, like I said, we come pop up at the last minute. And we'll be back only Wednesday night. Something's going on. We'll maybe pop up a little bit earlier another night. And it's just, it's August. We need to talk about something. Always something's going on in the net shop. So, NHL news, what's going on, Cole? With NHL news, we have a couple of signatures happening the last 24 hours. First of all, the New Jersey Devils sign. I don't know why I put Hughes there, but I will delete that. They signed a Nolan Foot with the New Jersey Devils, a 1 year contract at 2 ways for Nolan Foot. So another signature for the New Jersey Devils. Can't wait to see the Devils for upcoming season. They have a really solid team, and I feel like with the new head coach Sheldon Keefe, and that will bring better year, I believe, overall for the upcoming season. With the goaltender Max Strom, Jake Allen, the backup, a healthy Jack Hughes, and I can go all the way. And hopefully Dawson Mercer have a better year. The defenseman, you already know Luke Hughes, what he can do. Dougie Hamilton, recovery. Put this all together, guys. This is going to be a top race, a top team in the Metropolitan Division with the New York Rangers, in my opinion. Now, other signature, Randy, I'm sure he knows about that. The Calgary Flame. The Calgary Flame got two new players, two new players. They are in the affiliation. Talking about, I think, is Atem Klapka. Big giant, 6'7", 6'8", depends the website you're looking for. Never been undrafted. Play a couple of games with 1 goal last season. And then you have Yan Kuznetsov, a 50 overall pick at 2019, if I can recall it properly, as a defenseman, 6 foot. And they are the two signatures, again, 2 ways contract for both of them. Most of the time, pass their time with the Wrangler and the American Hockey League. Now, for the Edmonton Oilers, we have a big news over there. And I think it will be very important to know what's going on. I'm talking about Patrick Kane. I'm talking about Evander Kane. It looked like surgery, and he could miss a couple of months at the beginning of the season. He's going to be on the long-term injury reserve. This is a story to follow for the Edmonton Oilers. I think it's going to be very interesting what they're going to do for the upcoming season. They add a couple of new players, like Jeff Skinner, example, one of them. And I think they are knocking again the door to come back in the final Stanley Cup for 2025. I will not be surprised. McDavid did not finish it. We know Leon Draisaitl is on the last final year contract for the upcoming season. We expect him to sign a contract. How much money is going to get? 12 million, 13 million? And what is going to be the percentage of both players, McDavid and Draisaitl together? At some point, you have a limit of $88 million whatsoever. We believe is going to increasing at $92 million next season. But this is something I'm really I'm really worried about that in the future. Now, the Edmonton have a new general manager, Stan Bowman, and they have, I think, to fix two problems. At least one of them is really on the right side of the defenseman. They cannot go in the playoff with Cody Ceci. I apologize, but they cannot. They have to figure out to trade to get a second pairing defenseman with Don and Nurse. And Nurse have to become better on the playoff in that upcoming season. But anyway, we can talk a little bit more about Edmonton a little bit later. But that's happening about this. So that's for that one. The People's Quarterly Goal was 7 years ago. And after that, apparently, he was involved in this process. So I think you are already on that news. I'm not there yet about the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Buffalo Sabres signed a young, not a young, 28 years old, Colton Pullman is a defenseman. He's going to join the American Rochester and the American Hockey League. And that's the only thing happened. This is a little bit more urgent, just in case something happened for the defenseman. For the Buffalo Sabres, nothing major there. It's a minor. And that's the last signature we got in the NHL. But the big news of the night is already in the chat. And we talk about the Toronto Maple Leafs, and we talk about what we heard is Austin Matthews become the captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Should have a press conference Wednesday for what I heard. This is going happening for them. And I think that would be, for me, I'm okay with that. I think this is a time for the Toronto Maple Leafs to change a couple of things inside that team. 6-7 years together, they make the playoff only one time or two times maybe. They never pass the first round, and they need to figure out something else. And I think right now with the new head coach, Billy Bray is a tough guy. He wants to make his foot right away on the print on the carpet logo and the locker room, and he is the one who's going to run the show. And I think that we settle down everything. John Tavares is on his final year contract of his $11 million. He's going to be traded at some point at the traded line. I don't see Toronto keep Tavares all the way to the end. They don't get nothing in return. I don't see that. And I think some team could take advantage to get John Tavares. Uh, John Tavares, guys, at 25% of the $11 million, right? It's approximately $3 million or your salary cap for the playoff. That could happen. And then John Tavares, guys, you can sign him at 33, 34 years old for approximately a $5, $6 million the following year. He's still good on the second center, I believe, on any team. And I talked with Marco and Artap on the chat group earlier. I think Tavares is going to be traded for the Edmonton Oilers at the trade deadline. Remember what I just said it to you in August 12th. Edmonton Oilers is going to trade for John Tavares at the trade deadline. How and why? And because I think they're going to have two teams involved with that. I'm not sure Toronto will trade to Tavares to the Edmonton, but I think they will have a push over there. He's going to have a team going to get Tavares. Toronto in return are looking for an additional players to join the team, plus a prospect, plus maybe a first round pick. Put this all together, that would be, I think, the deal to get John Tavares. But we'll see what could happen. But I'll not be surprised. A Tavares with Colorado, a Tavares with Carolina, maybe a Tavares with Edmonton. That would be a team, destination for John Tavares. I think the Carolina Hurricanes have a lot of things they can trade for John Tavares, but time will tell us. About that, example, you need a player coach. Lenny is all the tools. That's the thing that Filip Marco. I think resigned at Toronto at a discount. Can you do that? Yeah, he can. Tavares at $5-6 million. I'm not sure, Marco. I don't, you can absorb pressure after year after year. You have a family, you love Toronto, born over there. I can understand that, but at some point, maybe the family need to breathe out. A destination. I just said that. Do you trade Anthony Cirelli for John Tavares at the trade deadline? I think Tavares will fit very well with Tampa Bay Lightning, but he's another guy his ages. What about that one? Just is in the house. Welcome back. Again, hopefully doing well. The problem, Luciano, with the Toronto Maple Leaf is more about the goaltender. That's where I have a problem. That's another point, PLW. Go, but we have sued the story often with the Leaf. Just my opinion. That opinion about that, the Toronto Maple Leaf guys. So that's going on over there, and we'll see what would be the next direction about that. So we go through this. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like if you don't mind. That'd be awesome. And let's move on for the Montreal Canadiens. Hughes. Randy don't have no problem with Wolf and Stollards. Problem with Wolf, he's been injury every 2 years. Every year he got an injury. Stollards never been a goaltender number one. I don't know he can carry on that. He was looking good between the pipe for the Panthers, but he doesn't have the same kind of team in front of him on the defensive side. 15 seasons on the name with Tavares and 26. Tavares' salary is monthly bonus, and Canada Revenue Agency won't let cash them under Richard's place. I don't know. And after, look what happened with Rick Tocchet with the Vancouver Canucks. He fixed it. He make them to work hard and the right way. Berube can show them the print. My problem with Berube is because if you look about the only time he went to Stanley Cup Finals, since that, I think he won only one playoff after that. So I'm not sure if he can become that kind of winner. But as an attitude about working hard and they have no vacation there, I think you're going to get this from Berube. As not even have a healthy season, they're heading back to junior LDP. Here we go. They need to find a player who can perform in the playoff. Need more than one Randy. They are going to play much tighter game with the Berube. We make the goalie look David look good. I think one thing you don't talk too much, and I'm going to talk about this if I have time at the end of the show, is the Toronto had Christian Danev. Chris Danev, I think Danev would bring some kind of satisfy the defensive zone, the defensive side on the right side. I think that will be helping them, but it's not good enough, honestly. But I think overall, Toronto will be fine. There is a team going to get there. It's all depends on what they're going to add at the trade line for the playoff and who's going to play against them. The time will tell us. Bob Smith, welcome back, Mr. Bob Smith. Thanks again for all the likes. Hey, a rumor from Pittsburgh. Chris Letang has to be traded to the Montreal Canadiens. Interesting. That rumor has come from a radio station downtown in Pittsburgh yesterday or this morning. And they talk about the fact that Chris Letang request or ask to the Pittsburgh Penguins to be traded to the Montreal Canadiens. Letang carry on a $6.1 million for the next 4 years, 37 years old. Is it good? Is it bad? Pittsburgh cannot keep returning his money. I think they are maxed out with 3 players already. If I can recall it, is Rolly Smith. They have Jack Johnson and they have Jeff Petrie. So it would be difficult for them to trade him without returning some money. But conversation about that on the right side. Montreal Canadiens does not have a lot of right defensemen. Talk about Mayu, Rebecca, Barron. Right? All of them are not ready yet for NHL. Or they try to get a spot. Then after that, you have a Savard. Savard is a final year contract. He's going to be traded. Then after that, you have to go with Gaden Coley. Have to play on the right side to make a little bit more better the right side of Montreal Canadiens. Now, Letang at 37 years old, going to turn 38 to the contract. I still believe if he was playing Montreal, he will not finish his all 4 years with Montreal. I think after 2 years, he could be retired. I don't think he's willing to losing $12 million. We don't know the situation with the Pittsburgh Penguins, with Malkin, with Crosby. If you look about that lineup, guy, this is not looking good. I apologize for N26. I know you love a lot the Pittsburgh Penguins, but guys, this is not looking good over there. It's I don't know how they can make the playoff this year. Like it's almost impossible. Like, look, I will give you Crosby, Malkin, Brand, Ross, right? Okay, I will give you Raquel. After that, guys, it's Michael Bunting, Kevin Hayes. Then you have Lars Eller, 36 years old. Noel Atcheri, Blake Lizotte, Anthony Beauvillier, Drew O'Connor, oh, he said okay, Matt Nieto, Bilju Javi, Emil Beckstrom, and Pustitinin. The bottom 6 is ugly. You want to go to defenseman? All right, Letang Carlson, Patterson. We're going to add Ren Graves. Didn't have a great year, by the way. But after that, guys, Krejci from the Boston Bruins. They have Ryan Shea and Sebastian Aho. It's not looking good. Uh, how and why Crosby want to finish his career with a team like that? I don't know. I don't know. That's not looking good. But his address is too late. Don't fall under the leave. Spell Marco. And after they were, I never played solid hockey with Boudreau. I just got hot. Nothing like what the Tucker did. Johnson was a buyout, not retaining salary. Yeah, it's a buyout. I said 4 years too long for Letank. At 2 years at most. Letank would be great fit in Tampa, Luciano. Um, could be a good fit with Edmonton Oilers, but he cannot play 4 years. Penguins are and rebuild N26. There we go. Crosby has nothing left to prove anymore. Crosby have nothing left to prove anymore. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Next news, guys. Montreal Canadiens Andrei Markov have an interview with Sergei Demidov. By the way, you can follow him on the tweet on the X account. Demidov does a lot of interview with Russian players. You have a website called RG. I don't like it because it's about other things, but he put Marco D'Amico now right on that website, by the way. And they interview Andrei Markov about everything, right? They talk about Dimitrov need to learn speaking French. He talk about his career with the Montreal Canadiens, and definitely he talk about become an assistant coach or maybe a head coach in NHL. We would like to become a coach at some point. The problem for him, he has 5 kids from 19 years old, if I can recall it, or 20 years old, all the way to 5 years old. So it's not easy to be a coach. Look what happened with Alex Burrows. Markov is what, 42, 43 years old? Is Vincent Lecavalier does not want to leave the house because of the kids. And this is the only problem for Andrei Markov. Can he become an assistant coach at some point with Montreal Canadiens? It could be. It would be a good fit if Dimitrov show up at the center with Markov, because Markov been there. He passed what 19 years, I believe, with the Montreal Canadiens. Well, I don't know exactly the number of the years. You have many things happening with Markov. So if you put this together, that could be a direction. But again, this is another rumor. He did not said he would love to become a coach at some point, but maybe the family could be a problem for him. About remaining, sign more with two remaining to bus here hire for rebuilding 7 years. Bob's is in the house tonight. Welcome in the house. And don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. So Markov, that's happening about Markov. Let's move on for the next one, coach. Filip Mesar. Remember Filip Mesar? Of course. Draft 26 overall pick in 2022. The same year like Yuri Savkovsky. Filip Mesar sent that up and down, and OHL. And did not helping his situation with some kind of reporter talking about he was a bit upset in the locker room. Whatever. I don't want to go there with Filip Mesar. But the rumor is possible if we don't make the Laval Rocket, it could be loaned to a team in Europe. I don't see that. Because the point behind that is because if you use Mesar on the third line, fourth line, they said it would be better for him to play more minutes, everything like that. But I don't understand why they would send Mesar to the bigger ice when he's already played, he keep him for the next 2 years to adjust himself with a small ice. I don't see that. I don't see why they will loan that players in Europe. A Mesar around the Montreal Canadiens organization, a Mesar with a development coach for the Montreal Canadiens every single day, a Mesar with the great people around him, with better people around him also. I think it would be a better fit for Filip Mesar for his development with the Laval Rocket. But I was shocked when I see that. But we'll see what could happen for the. I was surprised Mesar was not on You Make It or Break It list on last night's show. Devon, welcome back in the house, Mr. Devon. We're hanging there, Mr. Devon. Welcome. Hopefully, doing well, by the way. For that. For Filip Markov, player don't like unloyal management. He was not played for that one. So that's happening with Mesar. Again, this is another rumor. That's the reason I came here tonight, guys, talking about different things going on with the Montreal Canadiens. And we'll see what will be the next thing. Now, we have a big news about Samuel Montembeault. What are you talking about? But some people said Montembeault is on the direction or the destination to become the next Corey Crawford in NHL. Really? So they compare Corey Crawford, they compare Samuel Montembeault the way that Corey Crawford became a goaltender with, it took time for him to become a solid goaltender. Now, the Montembeault, what he has in front of him and what Crawford got in 2013 when he won the Stanley Cup and the 2015 when he won the Stanley Cup, it's not the same thing. Stefan Waite talked a lot of time about his development of Corey Crawford, and I don't think this is the right way to compare Samuel Montembeault to Corey Crawford. He will never going to have the same kind of career. I don't think so. Now, if Montembeault can add another notch of his skill, this is going to see that this year. This is where I believe is another player for the Montreal Canadiens. I'm going to talk about this the next couple of minutes. Which player need to step up? Which player, this is an important year. This is it for Samuel Montembeault. This is what, 6-7 years in NHL since he got drafted by the Philadelphia Panthers. And Montembeault now battled for the last 2 years to get a spot with the Montreal Canadiens. With the trade of Jake Allen, now he's on the spot number 1. He's sit now on the driver of the bus. I hope he not fail. Hope he can show his talent. He did very well with Team Canada when you have in front of him. Samuel Montembeault with a better team, he have a better stat. I think some consider him, we don't give him enough credit. But this is the year for me. Really, you need to figure out Samuel Montembeault. Now, he has 3 more years of his contract at $3 million. I understand that. Kenan Primo become RFA after the season. After that, he become UFA. Tobias is knocked the door with the Laval Rocket. And then we have Jacob Fuller is going to complete his final year in the NCAA. I believe Fuller is going to be 1 year with the Laval Rocket. So Primo, guys, he need to perform too. And Montembeault, if he want to keep his spot until the young rookies pop up, but he have to show up to the team. That's the reason he's got the job number 1. The time will tell me. I'm not guarantee yet because his consistency game after game, but we cannot put him on the negative side already. I have to wait to see his performance on upcoming season. I'm not going to be tough on Montembeault. Look, he's a kid, do very well overall. If you think about this, he never gave up, perseverance about Montembeault, and look, with what he has in front of him, he battled every game. He's just sometimes he's not always there, but it is what it is at the end of the day. For that one, Marco said the Montembeault will only better if add height and chance his underlying number are top 10 in the league percentage. The GSVA is great number. The only thing I would say, Marco, I think is on the PK. his number drop on the high danger number, on the high danger. That's the only thing I would say to you, but otherwise, Montembeau, again, for me, if you can eliminate the bad goal, if he, I don't know, on the 10 game, if he gave 6 bad goals, right? But can he give only 4 bad goals now? Can he give only 3 bad goals every 10 game he play in NHL? This is what I'm looking for. Make the big save when it's 2-1. To not give up. I know when Montreal play a lot of game with 1 goal differential, I understand that. But I think that's what make it fun. A great goaltender in NHL, right? Again, an average goaltender and the bottom in NHL. I think he could be, in my opinion, he could be a goaltender between 17th and 23rd and the ranking of the NHL, all the goaltender. That's what I can see him there. But you have to prove it again to move everybody. But again, we tell us for underperforming players, Irene Montreal, Anderson, Mesar to Pittsburgh. Thank you for coming. Coach, glad to be here. Giving always Bob to have you aboard for that one. Here we go, guys. Do I have another news? Yeah, we have a small news guy for the Montreal Canadiens, and that will be the last one. It's about Maxime Pellerin. Who is this guy? Coach. Well, Maxime Pellerin got an invitation like his teammate, Justin LaRose. Both of them play with the Victoriaville Tigre. I believe he's a captain of the Tigre. He got an invitation to join the rookie camp. The rookie camp showcase this year is different. Usually they go in Buffalo, if I can recall it. And they play against Ottawa, Boston, Buffalo, another team. This year they do 2 game only, if I'm right, and they play back-to-back game again. The Toronto Maple Leaf rookies, September 14, September 15. I think that's what you're going to do, and then after that, the main camp a couple of days after that. So Maxime Pellerin got an invitation of the rookie camp, like I mentioned to you a couple of days ago. Usually they invite 4 or 5 players to join the rookie camp of the Montreal Canadiens. He is aged out, by the way, Maxime Pellerin. Justin LaRose did not been drafted yet, but LaRose complete his 4 season and QM. 2 years ago, he had 86 points, I believe. And this year, he dropped at 60-something or 70-something. He had less points this year, but again, he's 6 foot, but he's a 6 foot and a winger center. So we'll see what happens about him. He could become a player, could play with the 12-year Lions if it's the case for him. And again, nothing wrong to give chance to the young French-Canadian players, by the way. On this one, Marco, I said from NHL St. Richard, moving here. I doubt it that Bob, the family was a problem behind that. Here we go, guys. We're going to finish that, remove all the news from the Montreal Canadiens and move on the subject of the night. And the subject of the night, guys, was honestly add news and then Hughes too quiet. That was the subject of the night. And hopefully you have an amazing, great show so far for each one of you. You enjoy it. A lot of great conversation in the chat. When I'm alone, guys, I cannot jumping all the time on the chat and watching what but Marco and Artap are active. Luciano, welcome back. We miss you, Mr. Luciano. You are part of the family for many years, a moderator of the show, and a show without you, it's not the same. So welcome back, Luciano. Hopefully you feel better and your business doing better too, and everything is looking good on your side. But again, welcome back and the Hockey Nation. We will be back, guys, Wednesday night for the Notebook with Marco and Artap, and then August 20, take a note, man. Take a note. All right. August 20, the Montreal Expos in the house. Talking about the history, the franchise with the Montreal Expos and Pac Jory with Mac Jones, Rossi Staub to the Stadium Olympics where Ellis Valentine to Warren Cromartie to Andre Dawson, the Max Langston, the left pitcher, They got trade for the Cleveland Indians. Who remember the trade of Rossi Stab for the New York Rangers? New York Rangers, New York Mets. I'm going to mess up all the name, the nickname of the team, and the show guys. I apologize, but it is what it is. Don't be surprised I talk Montreal exposed like the Montreal Canadiens or the New York Mets like the New York Rangers or the New York Islanders. It will happen, I guarantee you. But Mike Jorgensen, remember, Al Braden, Tony Francona. Here we go. I'm getting excited. We still 8 days to talk about the Montreal Exposed, guys. So Triple W, is it here tonight? The Triple W back in the house also tonight. Guys, welcome back. Thanks for being part of the show tonight. Stop to the Mets. Yes, you're absolutely right about this, Mr. Randy. Can't wait to talk about the Montreal Exposed. Now, where I am right now, it's I lost my track right here. I apologize. Here we go. Montreal Canadiens, the upcoming season 2024-2025. We'll go to diving about what's going on with the Montreal Canadiens. We said quiet for Ken Hughes. I'm going to bring you guys a quiet. Montreal Canadiens did not add anybody. They don't have anybody. Not at all. That's shocking me. In the last couple of years, Montreal Canadiens select or they trade Alex Newhook, Kirby Dach, Sean Monahan, Pearson. They trade Jeff Petrie, Mike Hoffman. Yes, something's going on. But Ken Hughes is too quiet, in my opinion. Can he figure out something? Because every month, every year at the August, he trade something. And I think this is what I believe it's a problem for the Montreal Canadiens. Now he said, oh yeah, but now they get Kirby Dach. Guys, we lost Sean Monahan. Now we have Kirby Dach. Same thing. Well, the same roster. But look what happening in the Atlantic Division. And I'm not going to go for each one of them, how many players they had. But look what happened with Detroit. They had Tarasenko. Ottawa, goaltender Ulmark. Yeah, I can talk about Amedio Perron. Right? Toronto had Danev. Tampa Bay Lightning, they lost Senkos, understand that. But they got Guanzel. They had McDonough. Boston Bruins, they had Lindholm. They lost DeBrusque, but they had Zadorov. The Fleur Panthers, the team really did not add too much. Bovis, Schmidt, and they don't add many things after that. So if you think about this, the only team is not there is the Montreal Canadiens. I missed one team, by the way. The Buffalo Sabres, they had McLeod, and they lost Mathieu Savoie. But this is what we at. And I feel like Montreal Canadiens under Ken Hughes is too quiet right now. And you need to make some move. My pool question of the night is going to be out in the next 47 minutes, 48 minutes. I ask it, what Ken Hughes going to do before the upcoming season? Now, it can come from the intern, from the inside of the pipeline for the Montreal Canadiens. I can see that. But they're still looking for a top 6 forward. Now, they can fix this with Anderson, Armia, Gallagher, Roy. Still, it's not like great. Now, another move they can do is to add a player, a dumping salary players. Some team is going to have a difficult time with the salary cap because they have to sign other RFA. Now, can Montreal Canadiens add a player like Sean Monahan with a first-round pick? They did a couple of years ago, and they can get that kind of players in the next couple of weeks. That's one solution for them. Can they run after Patrick Laine? I don't know yet. They look like he's not going to get that direction. Can they add McCarty a prospect at long term? Can he does this? I don't know. Can they start the season with two of the three defensemen rookies, Lane Hudson, David Rebacker, Logan Mailloux? Can they add two of them for the upcoming season? I don't know. That would be another option they can add for the Montreal Canadiens. But at this moment, I feel like it's too quiet. It's too quiet. I think they need to make some move for the Montreal Canadiens before the upcoming season. If not, I don't know, guys. I'll be excited for the upcoming season, right? But we have to be realistic right now with the team they have. Zef Lecav is in the house. Welcome back, Mr. Zef. About it, there was not anything to think for the Habs, not to make a precipitate move. Coach, I agree with Marco. It will grow from an interior. It matter what trust can use. Hughes will make a deal if they find a good deal. Otherwise, it will wait. Todd, I agree, Coach. 1 million. We need to get a goal scorer. We have the same team we had last season. I hope Mailloux or Rebecca make it a goalie on the left. 25 to 5-6 season, and when the deal we move will come, I believe. We have 14 which we need to move because the salary cap will fast then. That's where you can get good deal. I agree with you, Zeph, by the way. I'm not said thanks to be with us. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. If you don't mind, that'd be great. So, said that, guys, right? Add a player or not, like I mentioned to you guys. My next things about the Montreal Canadiens, I want to talk about three different players. Kirby Dach, Josh Anderson, and Albert Jacquet. It's rare we talk about Jacquet. First of all, we get so many tomatoes every time we talk about Jacquet. So we stop talking about Jacquet because we are tired to get tomatoes at the left, and our top is getting excited when we talk about Jacquet. So we are very careful. Marco is really pay attention about Mailloux and Cooley, by the way. Anyhow, Kirby Dach. This is the key for the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season, in my opinion. Kirby Dach play a solid role inside of the system of Montreal Canadiens. Kirby Dach healthy. The second center with Montreal Canadiens. Carry on the second line. Can play on the power play number 1. 6'4". He had a great year until he got hurt after 58 games. He started a really good training camp last year. He got hurt after 4 periods last season. I understand that. And every year, that pushed back the development of the players and the evaluation of Dach with his teammate and the team. This is the hardest thing happening for the Montreal Canadiens in the last 2 years. The injury of Kirby Dach. For me, the season 2024-2025 is another year of excuse me, of development, but also on the team and on individual players. As one of them is Kirby Dach. I don't. People say, oh, yeah, 25 goals, 30 goals, 60 points. I don't really care about the point. What I want from him is 3 things. First, stay healthy. Secondly, is improving, developing about his skill, talent, and the third thing is to get now become a leader inside of that team. And to be a leader, it's no, you don't need to be a captain only. If you carry on your team with your second line example, your Chopin example, he can add physicality of his game. He can add grit of his game, and he can also bring the team the next level by his performance. If you talk about Sikorsky, Zuski, Caulfield, he's the next forward in the group of what they have right now. And I always said in the last year, you have 4 players you cannot lose for injuries. Suzuki, Sikorsky, Dach, and Caulfield. If you lose one of them, now we lost one of the 4 tires. It does not work. Whatever we put the spare, it's not going to work. So we have 6 players, top 6. We're missing 1. If you lose another one, doesn't work. So Kirby Dach for me is really where is the key of the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season. Is the kind of player who will take all the minutes of Sean Monahan. Is the kind of player who's going to play the same role like Sean Monahan played last season with the Montreal Canadiens. He should be on the second line. He should carry on that line with Alex Newhook and this guy over there. I don't know who he is, but this is the reason I said Kirby Dak is really important piece of the puzzle for the upcoming season. And I hope he will stay healthy. Straight for Malkin for you, 1 goal, 1 point kickoff, fill last season, 6.1 million. That is the key of the next season, Peter, for that one. Now, my next player is Josh Anderson. Now, going to laugh at me. I'm going to get guys. I tried to create a new video, not only on the news about Montreal Canadiens, but it's fun thing about Montreal Canadiens. And I'm completely finished. I'm almost done. I'm 90%. I just missing 2 games. I'm doing all the goal of the playoff 2021 of the Montreal Canadiens when they go all the way to the final. It's really interesting. I cut all the goal and I put the goal, assist, the point together for each goal. But anyway, my exercise teach me a couple of things. Josh Anderson, until the last 2 games, he had 5 goals for Montreal Canadiens. He did not score many goals at the beginning of the first 2 series. He stepped up at the end of 2 games against Vegas, and then he stopped after that. He had 2 overtime goals, I believe, or at least you have a time. You remember like the mistake of the Fleury behind the net, but Anderson scored a goal, and then after that, he scored an overtime goal. Philippe Danault, he never come back with the Montreal Canadiens after that. He has 1 goal in the playoff that year. I know he covered players, I understand that. But anyway, my point behind that is Josh Anderson need to step up to become the Josh Anderson. We need his physicality on the second line. I think he has the body to be in second line with Doc and Newhook. Anderson motivate. Anderson can give you 20 goals per year. Anderson gave you 35 points per year. But he brings physicality and he elevate his game to the next level. That will helping him as a hockey players. And that will helping the Montreal Canadiens on 2 ways. Performance of the team and better chance to trade Josh Anderson. Understand? But Josh Anderson have to be traded at least at the next summer. Josh Anderson cannot stay with the Montreal Canadiens for over 2 years. This is the year where, like Kirby Dak, he needs to step up his game. He needs to prove it was just a bad luck last year, and we'll see how he's going to react. But if Josh Anderson healthy, play well, he's going to help in the Montreal Canadiens. He's going to satisfy the second line. He's going to get that kind of plus. Is it happening? I don't know. I'm just talking about why the Montreal Canadiens have the better year. They need some fun players about that. All right, people in the chat, guys, a great conversation. Keep up with all the conversation with that one. Now, my third player, I want to talk about this. I can go with some other players. I want to talk about Arbor Jekai. Now, first of all, Arbor Jekai don't go nowhere. So it's clear between you and me. Because some of you said always you don't like Jekai. I don't dislike any players. I just want them to become better. But I'm always also a little bit maybe more tough. Maybe you can judge me that way. But I'm always trying to tell the truth of when I see a players. If he's good, I will tell he's good. What he need to improve, I will tell you he need to improve. And Jekai, ice ceiling, is a second pairing defenseman in NHL. Worst case is a third pairing defenseman. You can send number 5, number 6. Worst case, number 7. But the body of the Jekai, the way he plays, his physicality, his toughness, need to be added in the lineup of Montreal Canadiens, game after game. But unfortunately, in the last 2 seasons, he played 51 games and he played only 44 games. Both years, it was an injury with shoulder. Both years, he needs surgery. I don't talking about his skill, talent. Talking like Kirby Dak is health. To said that, if he can play 82 game, if he can stay healthy, and he can show the Montreal again what he looked like. This is the year of the evaluation for all of them. But this is where we need to figure out who is Jacky and what he can bring for the Montreal Canadiens. I never said to trade him, but when I'm trying to say to you, this is a very important year for him, for Jacky as his career, and also what he looked like for the Montreal Canadiens. So there are 3 strong players I mentioned to you. It would be very interesting to follow up in the next couple of months for the upcoming season with the Montreal Canadiens. Now, we're going to hit the hot conversation of the night. I know. I can wait, Patrick Lawhite, to talking about this. Sylvain Robillard, welcome back in the house. Willie Snyder is in the house. If I forget your name, guys, I apologize tonight. I look at my camera. I don't look too much on the chat. When Marco is there, Luciano, and then Artap, they really control the chat, and they talk and they respond to you. So I know they do a great job, by the way, and we appreciate all of them. And that will give me a chance to talk directly to you. And I know everything is under control, and I appreciate that. Now, my next thing I want to talk about is, guys, talk about the season 2024-2025. Hughes was quiet. But Patrick Lawhite is one of them talk a lot about this. Winning over development. Right now, Mike Madison, David Savard, Christian Dvorak, and bring the rookies in the lineup for the upcoming season. Oh, it's going to get hot in this and the chat. I can feel out all your keyboard is getting red. I smell the smoke. It's not a gem of Randy on his barbecue. But this is what we are with the Montreal Canadiens. I'm not targeting one specific player. But is it the time for the Montreal Canadiens to winning over development? Or is it the time to say, no, we're going to take another step back 1 year and we're going to develop more and focusing on the development of our own players. Whatever is at Laval, whatever is at Montreal. And with that, if we win, better. But the flip side is, fans, are you ready? Are you ready? I don't know if I have this.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Here we go. Is it more important to winning this year to any other year under Martin St. Louis? Is it the year where everybody focus on winning? Or is it important to developing behind that? And there are 2 directions. If Montreal want to win more this year, they cannot bring rookies in the lineup. Said that. Wait. Said that. You can bring a 1 defenseman. And then you can bring a Joshua Roy. But if you really want to winning, if you want to developing, you have to open spot. Can they bring Owen Beck with Joshua Roy? Can they bring Lane Hudson with David Rebacker or Logan Mailloux or Mailloux with Rebacker? If they do that, to add 2 more players for the rookies, they have to trade some people. Do you trade David Savard? Do you trade Mike Madison? Do you trade Christian Dvorak? Do you open up spot? I believe if you do that, now you go to targeting more on the development at winning. I'm not an expert, right? I'm not Ken Hughes, but this is a big decision if I was inside of the Montreal Canadiens organization. Can we push 1 more year And behind that, guys, I have a purpose behind that exercise. This is really where the patient, this is the end of the patient of the Montreal Canadiens fans. Some of them, like Patrick Lawhite, push to winning. Some of their fans, more on the old, say, yes, I can wait one more year. But I want the Montreal to perform every game. I want Montreal Canadiens give us a good show every game. But because of where they are on the rebuilding, they are at the last phase of the clean up the house next season. It's the end of Dvorak, Evans, Pesada, Armia, Savard. 5 of them will be out of Montreal Canadiens lineup. Can we stay with them for one more year? And then wait next year to open up more the door? I don't have the right answer to you. Now, coach, you should tell us what you're thinking. But I will be honest with you, this is what I'm thinking about. Montreal Canadiens should not trade no one of them. Montreal Canadiens need Dvorak, whatever you don't like him. They need Madison, whatever you don't like him. And they need Savard, whatever you don't like him. Why? But because of the experience. Why? Because the transition, we are not ready yet. Yeah, no doubt in my mind, you can learn to play in American Hockey League. You can go there and play a 20 minutes and develop over there. The organization Montreal Canadiens is so good about coaching development coach, about the development players coaches. Talking about Pellerin, Bouillon, Barron, Nicolas, Burroughs now. They are, many of them now, they can helping the players in Laval. And I think it's not an urgency to bring them yet in the Montreal Canadiens. Now, Montreal Canadiens can maybe win more if they play a better team together. But without Madison, Savard, and Dvorak, it's not going to happen. If you put Owen Beck over there, if you put Caden Cooley on the left side, you put now the Rebecca on the right side, or Mayu, and you put Lane Hudson in the lineup, unfortunately, it's not good enough for the Montreal Canadiens. So for me, it's a balance. They try to push forward, but also to push the other side too on the development. Try to win more games. An 82-point season for me, 80 points, with less goal against, plus goal for, better PK. It's a win-win for the Montreal Canadiens. Whatever the outcome, if they make the playoff, if they are not in the playoff, they finish at the bottom 5, 7, 8, 10. This is what I'm looking for. Following by all the development by individual players. And when I said individual, it starts with Caulfield, Suzuki, Sakoski, Nihok, Kirby Doc, Joshua Roy. That's what I'm looking for them. The rest guys, Anderson, Dvorak, Gallagher, Pesada, Jake Evans, RHP, it is what it is. They are not the next one to stay with Montreal long term. On the defenseman, I want development for Caden Cooley. I want development for Lane Hudson. I want development for Caden Strobel. I want development for Barron. They are the one could be with the Montreal Canadiens at long term. Same situation with Samuel Montembeault and Caden Primo. More for Montembeault. So you have balance there. I know winning is good. I know the fans want it, but we're still not there yet. We are not there yet. Sorry, we're not there yet. We're getting close. And they do a great job. They improve every year. They add Sakoski, they trade for Doc, they get New Hook, and they get Rebecca, they get Dimitrov, and they get Angstrom, and they got Fowler, they get Hudson. They develop Mayu, and I can go all the way like that. Ken Hughes does a great job. Jeff Gordon brings a great stabilized organization, Montreal Canadiens. Martin St-Louis does a good job behind the bench. I can go all the way like that. But it's not good enough this year to be a winning team yet. Can they push harder? Yes. Can they improve the front area of the game? Yes. Can they have a better system? Yes. But the skill and the talent is not equal to the rest of many other teams in the NHL. That's the reality we have to face. That's called a young rebuilding team. But we're getting there, guys. We are now to build the last wall of the house. That's what is great to see that. Stay patient one more year. Don't give up on them. Support the team. Stay positive. And have a great excitement, a joy on the right of the Montreal Canadiens for one more year. It's just going to get up. It's just going to become better and better and better in the next 12 months to 18 months. The Metal is coming. The team will be better. Better performance around the young guns. And you have a cleanup again, another second cleanup. We got the first cleanup at the trade deadline a couple years ago. Now is the final year contract of 5 players. The final year after that, Carey Price will be out. Mike Madison will be out contract. And that will give you another 2 play. It will stay one more year, final year contract. Gallagher, Anderson. Something could happen there too. So we're just getting in the right direction. But people, sometimes they want to go faster from Quebec to Montreal. But sometimes you have to stop area at Trois-Rivières. And so, you know what? We're going to sleep here tonight. We need tire. We need to come back tomorrow. It's not a big deal. Same thing with Montreal Canadiens. We still have one more year to suffer, to be upset sometimes, to be negative. It's okay. We love the Montreal Canadiens. But that's where we are right now. And that's what I believe it will happen for the Montreal Canadiens. Said that, about Madison, Savard, they were wrecked if you trade them or not. And I'm not one to tell you they should trade there now because it's not my purpose. But I was just give you an idea, winning over development. That was my purpose of that one over there. And I want to share with you something, guys, about that. And I want to bring to you at the NHL Draft Prospect 2025. Montreal Canadiens, I believe they're missing another piece of the puzzle for the Montreal Canadiens. So I look about, I'm working on my 32 ranking of the early NHL Draft 2025. I just finishing the Lincoln Gretzky Cup. I evaluate all of them. I put on the ranking, but I look about what's coming for next year. So what I'm going to talk to you guys, I'm not going to give you 132, but I'm going to give you some fun players Montreal Canadiens could targeting whatever they finish 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. The good news for them, they still have possible 2 or 3 defensemen could be drafted at the top 10. And we talk about Sheffer. I think will be number 1. It could be top 5, by the way. We talk about Logan Hensler of the Team USA. And then you talk about the Czechia defenseman, the 6'6", Merka, I believe his last name. Anyway, so that gave 7 other forward. I'm not going to talk about Higgins. I'm not going to talk about Fondel for the Sweden team. I'm not going to talk about the Russian kid, Rabkid. Because I think all the 3 will be at the top 5. I don't see Montreal Canadiens to be a top 5. At least they win the lottery. So I'm not going to target them. I'm going to bring you guys a 4th fan plus Montreal Canadiens should targeting. And let's see if I have that graphic again. Sometime. Here we go. So the Montreal Canadiens for next year, this is why we need to be patient. If you look about the same thing, I believe Montreal Canadiens, for my hope, they finish between, again, 26, 27, 28. That will select them between 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Said that, Montreal Canadiens could add Michael Mesar. I think Michael Mesar could be number 6, 7 in NHL next year. He's a big center winger, 6'1", 175 pounds. His player was he jumping in the OHL at a young age. Played with Saginaw last season. I think Mesar is going to reach 90 points to 100 points for upcoming season for them. Now, because the talent, you have so much great talent, and NHL prospect like Martin is under, I think will be top 5. The defenseman Sheffer. So Mesar hit more the number 5, number 6, number 7 at the NHL draft. This is the player I want Montreal Canadiens get. This is what I want him. I don't know if they can get him, but this is what I'm talking about. That the second player I want to talk about, guys, is Roger McQueen. He's 6'5", and I talked with someone. He could be 6'6", and maybe he would be 6'7". He's a center, 190 pounds. Both of them on the tier 2 of my ranking. Listen, imagine a 6'5", a little bit like Quinton Byfield, and your top 6 right now. You have him, Dimitrov, and you have Kirby Dach. Again, like I said, I know each one of you want Montreal to win. I know some of you want to get more points. Some of you have a great year. But this is the year we need to get there again one more time. This is the final piece of the puzzle, guys, to get there. I'm getting excited just talking about them. I know we're going to have another good year for the Montreal Canadiens, but it would be great if they can select the 2 players just talking about. This is my 2 players Montreal should targeting again. A center can play winger because Mesar, I'm not sure yet. The last 2 seasons play as a winger. I think he's going to be a center this year. And then McQueen is a big, huge center. We'll see. My next player, guys, and we know him already, is Malcolm Spence. Left winger, 6'2", 192 pounds. We know what he accomplished last season, winner of the goal-winning game of the game-winning goal of the overtime at the Linka-Gretzky Cup in 2023. He's a big winger, and again, it could be a good fit. Now, I fit him more on the draft 9, 10, 11. McQueen Mesar is between 5 to 8. This is the next wave of the forward. I believe Malcolm Spence could be between 8, 9, 10, 11. This is my next player, I believe, for the Montreal Canadiens should targeting if they get there. Again. And finally, my last one is Caleb Desnoyers. Now, they have William Moore. Another center, 6'1", play with the team USA national program. It's a little bit like Desnoyers. I think they will be draft all 3, Spence, Desnoyers, and Moore on the same level, between 8 to 12. Now, I put Caleb a little bit higher. But for me, Desnoyers remind me a lot of Philippe Danault. The guy is better at Owen Beck. And is started to play like Owen Beck. He was the first overall pick at the QM in 2023. You can see him at the Linka-Gretzky. Already great on the face-off. He's already played well on the defensive. He covered a lot on the defensive zone, and he swing low to pick up the puck. Really smart hockey player. Really high IQ hockey sense, by the way. Again, we are in August, guys. It's still early. But they are my 4 players Montreal Canadiens should targeting if they draft between 5, 6, all the way to 10. And again, I mentioned to you, the defenseman can jump in. That will open up more forward for the Montreal Canadiens. And after that, a little bit low behind them. But you never know what could happen. So I just give you a little bit an idea what it looked like the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season if they draft higher and the NHL draft 2025. So that will give you a little bit more information about that for the Montreal Canadiens. Let's see what we got, the guys in the chat there. And no problem. We'll see what we can pick it up. A couple of things. We have about 15 more minutes. Guys, I'm not going to pass the 10 minutes tonight. I pop out the last minute. I get excited, and I wake up early, and I need to change my a little bit a better way to get that one. And it should draft that one also about that. We'll see what we got. No way to predict that for Sylvain. Let's see how he does in NCAA. Then at the end of the year, he will evolve. I will try him at the second line. Sylvain Robillard will coming down. Edge on the third line with a new hook. About that, try to pick up everything. Help Triple W team in the East Conference getting better and better. Good luck. Your decision is very tough. Todd, welcome back in the house. Don't forget, guys, to click on like Sylvain. I assume Edge will make the big team. Let's see what Sylvain said. Michel Edge. Michael Edge would be ready faster. Um, again, guys, I love your excitement. I love the people said, oh, they're going to get 88 points or he's going to score 40 goals. I love it because you're passionate about this and you want those players to perform. But you have also the reality behind that. And you have to be realistic. And that's where my excitement go high and then my realistic, oh, okay. Yeah, coach, you're right about that. So Michael Edge, guys, he will need at least 2 years in NCAA. Sorry to hear that, guys, but most of the players play 2 years in NCAA. At least you are talented players like City Brunet or Will Smith. It's a great location, Michigan. He's going to go over there. He's going to be performing, and he's not going to be with the Team Canada, by the way. Is it jealousy? Is it because he did not want to play in the OHL? He jumped in the USHL? I don't know, and I don't want to carry on that on the chat and to be negative about Team Canada and their selection. This is another story for another time. But I think, Sylvain, you have to be a little bit more patient with the development of Michael Edge. It's a 2-year process for him, and then after that, you have to see he will start 1 more year. In my opinion, and Michael Edge from Montreal Canadiens is the next 3 years. I don't know. The high ceiling for him is second center. The worst will be a third center. But the time will tell us, Sylvain, about that. Marco said you cannot put players in the position they are not ready for. That's not development. Yeah, great point about that. This year will be the first year ever. I'm not dying for summer to end as hockey cannot start. I'm so tired of my beloved team will be dragged through the mud. That we love you, my friend. ILDP means McQueen is a monster already. Yes, you're absolutely right about this. He's a talent at half. That many people think have one of the best management team and prospect pool in the league. Arguably most exciting team to be at the offense the last 25 years. Oh, look at that fan few ton red. Yes, I agree with you, Marco, about that. And 2025 draft players won't be NHL ready until 2028. Yeah. And I think most of them, I think James Agent will be one of them, maybe ready earlier. But you're right about this. Michael Edge would be a really faster. I'm excited about the development of some of the players. I just think it's been, 6 years? We should be showing some improvement. But that, honestly, is only 3 years. That would be the beginning of the third year under Ken Hughes. But as long time, we've never been there yet. Young guys getting mature more. Because to trade this year is not the right time. Too early, Bob, and well said. That I think 6-7 will be I'm okay me finish 6-7 this year. More improvement through team and the ease. I talk about this one. The team rebuild is a team used by every bad team and is an excuse used against defense. Coach for run. And I thought funny how tonight show Canada has to do with the email I sent to you guys today. It was funny when you sent it to me because the show was already built at some point. Run, but I add more when I got your email, and then I put this all together. I sealed the bot, and I said, let's do it. And I was excited to be a part of the show tonight with each one of you, and that's the reason I did that. Year 3 of this rebuild. Edge on the third line with that new hook. People trust me. Roger McQueen is the one. Look at next year. I'm sorry about this, Randy. Is it not the one? Is it with Brentford? Brendan? Randy? I believe it is. Sometimes I miss the team. But it is. Hey, Mr. Jazz. Big skill. We ain't go. You're absolutely right about this. Porter is a great forward. I believe he's going to be at the top 4. And that's the reason I didn't mention him on the section Montreal Canadiens. So again, guys, if you're Montreal Canadiens, you will have to get 8 against Marton, Rab, I need to learn that name, Rab Kin, Ryan Kin, the Russian kid, Ryabkin, Rab Kin, maybe the best way. Then at the end of the year, it will involve, I will try him on the second line in Sylvain. Marco, this is the 4 years, not the 6 years. Sorry, still I would like to see improvement on the eyes. Yeah, so don't agree. A rebellion is a rebellion. I look at the Ben Dunn from Bob Smith. I love your comments, Bob. At defense, I don't mind, but the group of the forward, Triple W. No way to predict that Sylvain is see how he does in NCAA. But we will surpass many others and really open to asset to trade for top 6 in our top to Marco. Gary Conoyer, the best driver at the UPS. He's in the house tonight. Gary, hopefully you're doing well. Stop by, say hi. I appreciate that. Another likes in the house. Eisenman was ranked at second last August. His player one play and then it's until 27, 28, and 26. Yeah, it's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Take time to grow. Patrick, I'm more about making the young players accountable. Winning at all costs, complacence and losing is not the way to go. I don't think so. I think the Montreal Canadiens have a really group of the players are really accountable, really mature, really leader, and they are understand where they at. They whatever happening, they keep smiling, they keep positive, and they push on the right direction. And that's who they are. And that's what I believe Montreal Canadiens on the right direction because those players are there since the beginning. The Caulfield, the Suzuki, they are the original players. Remember, there was two of them participate at the playoff in 2021 with the Montreal Canadiens. So I think that's what they got right now. I wish I shared you optimist. Todd Google said huge error in the 2022 2 years, not 4. You're upset about this, Bob. He was higher in 2022. Gordon in 2021 in December. And January, I believe, or February, it was Hughes, followed by Martin Saint-Louis after that. Yes, Marco, the point increasing. So, instead to set rebuild, we should set refranchise. Run that. Bob just copy this from Google. The way we play, losing 44 by 1 goal, that's not a losing attitude. Roger, Delaney is in the house tonight. Roger, thanks to stop by. Say hi to everybody. Hopefully, doing well. On November 28, 2021, Gordon was hired by Montreal Canadiens to lead the position of the executive vice president operation after the team, the regional manager, Marc Bergeron, assistant. I'm sorry about this, but at that moment, Todd is not starting the rebuilding. It's starting at the trade deadline at the 2022. So that's what starting everything. So the 2022, 2023, and now we're starting the third year of that rebuilding. If the 2080, that will be incredible. Triple W. I targeting 80 point me. My opinion, 82 point worst case, but that's what I'm targeting about that Triple W. We saw way too many game last year where players did not even seem bother about losing a late. Sure, this is a stop. Not allowed, Patrick. That's happening for every team in NHL. That's happening. If they do this 60 times and they don't push, that would be questionable. 7, 8, 9 team, you're losing 8-2. It is what it is. When you're already out of the playoff, it is what it is. That's part of what is happening. Remember when the Toronto Maple Leafs with Mike Babcock, it's happening everywhere. It's not about accountability. It's about the situation. That's it. You know, try to win game number 81 and then to try to show the people we now give up. They try to performing every game. You look like that way, But I can tell you that they push hard. They push hard. Go one was Hughes. All right, you said 2022. He was higher in the February 2022. Since the last year, Todd and lost a bunch of one goal. For that, before trading Monahan, Ab was playing for 500, so that group was ahead of our expectation. Patrick Lewhite. But after that, you have a couple of injuries happening about this. Monahan have play a big role in the old Montreal Canadiens. Then after that, you not only lose Monahan, you lose Newhook, and you lose Devorak, three center back to back to back, and you don't have Kirby Dak anymore. So the center was not there. And that's what the biggest problem with the Montreal Canadiens. They try to do the best they can at the end of the day. This is necessary to take a step forward every year. But you can see, Todd, think about this, Todd. Look about the lineup Montreal Canadiens and tell me which player did not do well last season. Which player did not improve last season? Just check Zuski, Sakoski, Caulfield, Newhook, Caden Coley. They all improve. Montembeault, Primo. Now, you can talk a little bit more about Justin Barron, but Jaden's troubles get better. I think Jakai, the second time he come back, he become better. So the development is there. They improve. Now, you have 20 of them. If you have 18 of them develop and 2 of them are not developing, that's a great ratio overall, Todd. It's the first time the Habs are making a full rebuild on short water for the Habs fans. Patient is the key. Well said, Mr. Gary. Marco Young, player, thinking about who about this. I saw you guys do not like the lose, but understood the process. So many times I heard them said they would like the future, what they are building. So no loser, just see where they are. I appreciate that, coach. Love learning more about hockey. Not a problem. Run it. Then, welcome back again. On the top player are under 25, most under 23. Steven, welcome back. I agree, Marco. This year is the perfect year to evaluate the competitiveness spirit of the group. You need to know who are the game and the cheater on that team. For me, I don't. Cheater is not the right word. So we said to you, Patrick, it's about where they are and how they're going to become. You know, when you drive a player 18 years old, you want to see what they look like at 23. That's what you're getting there. This is where they're all there almost, right? And that's where you need to figure out who they are. So for me, it's about their ceiling. And that's what we just talked about this yesterday at the show, where they have to find out to trade. They know the value of them, and it's a time to them to trade them. This is where I'm really focusing on that for the upcoming year. We're just sharing that yesterday in the show, where the Montreal Canadiens need to know where they know exactly the ceiling of each player. They are 23 years old. And many of them are Strobel, Harris, Jakai, Suzuki, Caulfield. Only Sakoski is at 21. Newhook is now getting there, 23, 24. And I can go all the way like this. Barron's another one. Caden Coley is another one. Primo is 25 now. For that one, I just want some improvement just to add a goal scorer. That's all. At that, they're getting there. They improve every year from 53 to 68 to 76. Power play 13, 16, 17. PK 70, 73, 77. That's improvement. Now, they need to be, I will say to you, I don't need a scorer. As a group now, I want more goal at the end of the year, and I want less goal against at the end of the year. And they can improve the power play of 1-2%, and they can improve now the PK to be about 79%. They can reach 80 points. and inside the team, a player reached a better year as the number of the point. Check, check, check. Go get Michael Misa. Go get Roger McQueen. Go get Malcolm Spence. Put him in the lineup with Dimitrov. And the next 2-3 years with Rebecca, Mayu, Hudson, Fowler, Michael Edge. It's getting better and better. The future is bright, Todd. Yeah, no cloud anymore in front of us. We only see the sun. It's just far. But we're getting closer and closer. We feel the heat every day. It's getting hotter. At the point, we have to be in the shadow. And 2027, 2028, because we're going to be too hot in NHL. Is that the great way to finish the show, Marco? Have a great time with each one of you. Here we go. Randy, confirm. Thanks so much, my friend. Appreciate that. Darrell is in the house. Jim, on vacation, not too quiet. Darrell, can use did 2 trade the last 2 seasons and the month of August. We all know what Suzuki can bring as Sakesi, but others forward triple W. Why not, Marco Todd? Of course, it's not hard to add a goal scorer, depending on what you're going to wrap. And Todd, if we add a goal scorer, we need to bump somebody out of the power play. I hope who can be buying out of there. Todd, patient. And again, that like our power play is so good, we not want to deserve that. Now, Todd, it's improvement. Do you think the improvement of the power play is not better today it was 2 years ago? I think it is. It's about maturity. That's all about. How many players, Todd, in NHL reach their full potential at 23, 24? Not many, of course. But I just did a video about the first overall pick guys in NHL. I make the video today out. Not many viewers watching this, it's okay. But what I learned is this way. Nico Escher, it took him 4 years to become who he is today. Nathan McKinnon, it took him 3 years, 4 years, to become who he is. And I can go like that with many players. It's rare they perform at 19, 20 years old, 21 years old. Of course, Crosby, McDavid, exception. But the reach the total like McKinnon, it's only 2 years he reached 100 points. First year, he reached 50 goals this year. McKinnon, just the way it is. Cannot be in NHL if you are not a generational player to be at the top of your game at 22, 23 years old. It would take 27. Look, Markov. Markov is a great example. So patience is the key, Todd. They're going to get there. We still have 1 more year. Then you have to put this together. We'll see chemistry after that. So guys, Gallagher is done. It will soon be on the fifth line. Is not part of the future. It's interesting that he was the 4th most goal in the lineup for Montreal Canadiens last season. What, 5th? Suzuki, Caulfield, Sakowski, Armia, and Gallagher. Not bad. Not Todd, you're right. The guy you're talking about is Dimitrov. When you be ready, you're going to get him. So we just have to wait 1 more year. Have to lose that wood before action. There you go. We did it, Todd, yesterday. We did the exercise. I did the exercise yesterday, guys. What it takes every year until they get there. That was not a good team in 2012. It's why Bergevin was higher. Suzuki, Sakasi, Caulfield, Coley, Zekai, etc. The ad leadership would be top. Performing is F, sorry. All good, Todd. LT shot, respect. No offense, all men. You're welcome, Todd. Constructive discussion. So I'll pick up here what we got. We are all passionate. You're absolutely right. Patrick said we have only 5 players on the power play. We cannot put 7. You're right. I think, Patrick, it will come with time. I think they have one. At least they have one of them. I think it's Kirby Doc is one of them. And then they're going to add more. But the game is not only about grits anymore. It's about speed. It's about skill. And it's about size. Think about this, the New York Rangers, Patrick. Okay? They have Zibanejad, Trocheck, and Shedil. The 4 is Goudreau, and he is out. Look about Ottawa. Souza, Norris, Pinto. Look about Oilers. Tresaro, McDavid, Connor Brown. Toronto, Matthews, Tavares. Pittsburgh, Malkin, Crosby. Washington, Backstrom, Kuznetsov. Dallas, Ram Hands. Taylor Seguin. It is what it is. Now, the bottom 6 changed completely. But Vegas, Jack Eichel, William Carlson. Vancouver, Miller, Peterson. I can go all the way like that. Have 6 for the shot, 20 goal scorer. We'll need to have all this depth producer. I don't think Caulfield improved. They hit. I think he did. Caulfield learned how to get out of his comfort zone at the end of the season. Caulfield improved as an overall player, but yes, he could score more. And then he will come improve his overall game. A lot is shooting percentage cannot stay that low. Talk about this last night. Hughes need to make it the team better. Every team has player left for improvement and previous management. And 26 called is that guy. This is what he is doing. Bergeron was our full giving contract and development players. Patrick Andrei Markov and our type Caulfield is more than just a goal scorer. He makes some nice defensive turnover at the end of the season. He has more playmaking abilities. I think for me, Caulfield is his best when he's moving his feet with the puck. When Caulfield is on action or is active and skate around, this is what I feel like is really good. And that's the reason about this. I thought sit at the bottom, coach. It's okay. It's okay. I don't see the bottom or 26 or 24, 23. What I see that is the development of the players. That's what I'm focusing. If the group, I just said, more goal, less goal again, power play better, PK better, it's just one step forward to become a better team in NHL. We are still 2 years minimum before we become a playoff team, in my opinion. Well, now I think the outlook for the bottom 6 guys. Marco, until Carey Price is still there, I think the contract Anderson Gallagher does not hurt the Montreal Canadiens. Do you think that Chanel at 44 guys will do that? Yes, Todd. It will help by the right time. I will give you an example, Doc. Go get that guy, it will cost you $12 million. Are you willing to give $12 million? What it would be look like your salary cap? Do you have enough space right now to put a guy at $11 million, Todd? We don't. Which player has 40 goals, 50 goals, want to play Montreal, by the way, with a rebuild team? And thirdly, Montreal is not ready yet for that kind of players. It will come, but not yet. It would maybe take 2 years. And maybe that scorer is inside of Montreal Canadiens. And then also, only 17 players last year scored 40 goals in NHL. In the last decade, Todd, only 93 times someone scored 40 goals in NHL. 19 of them scored 40 goals a plus, owns a plus. Two-thirds of them did it at least 2 times. It's hard to put the puck in the net, guys. It's hard. It's hard. Montreal Canadiens have a 40, 50 goal scorer today. They're not going to make the playoff yet. They are not there yet. It's like you try to build a second floor before you build the first floor, Todd. They still have at the basement right now. They still have the foundation. And they build the foundation. And they have to build after that the first floor. They just hanging there. They're just starting. They try to build out with the wall right now. But right now you're thinking on the second floor. Go back at the bottom, on the foundation, and then after that, everything will be at the right time with the right piece of the puzzle, Todd. From September to December, it looked like Zuki Caulfield was just obsessed about this tag. Zuki, the playmaker, Caulfield, the goal scorer. Okay, is more like simply tag. I think the chemistry, Patrick, was because they don't have the regular guy on the winger. When they add Sakoski, they stabilize that line. And the fact they were changing the player all the time on the winger side, it was not help that line. Uh, that would be the time of that third line. Gallagher and the son would need to go. Add Zegras Laney. That's not going to help the Montreal Canadiens, Todd. Zegras, how many goals he did in NHL per year? I believe, if I'm right, guys, I think his best year is 23. Let me check. Um, Zegras. Bingo. 23 2 time. 65 point. He's not going to fix your problem. Laney, red flag. $8.7 million. Don't touch it. I think that would be the best thing to do that is to wait. 17, Marco, we absolutely 40 goal. The only time in our tap is the guy going on UFA, by the way. Well said, Zeph, about what you just mentioned. But the problem in our tab, they don't have the lineup yet to get there. Mr. Malakas, great. Welcome to the house. Thanks so much for you guys to click on the likes. We had the phase two. I tried to pick up here. I did not realize coach was so fall back in the chat has been talking like we are real time. Sorry. It's just like I pick up everything at the end of the show. You're welcome, Todd. You don't hurt anyone here. You don't to be apologized. What happening tonight, Todd, is and what I love is like everything we did with respect. We just have different opinion. We try to boost you to be positive. Have a good night, Dad. Sounds like going nowhere. Always good to hear. It's fun opinion. Here we go. Great comments here. You're welcome, Todd. See you next time, Wednesday night. I have to make the playoff and be in the lead position eating cookies at the glass of milk until watching the ad being put out of the ice. Well, in attack, playoff hockey is different, less power play, less offensive pressure, so defensemen goalie have to step in the playoff. Luciano, Gary, try to pick up everyone here. Markov joined the ad coaching staff RDP. No, the rumor is there, RDP, but I don't think so will happen. Bob just resumed the future perfectly. Glad to hear that. I see the future in Artap. And Artap will be Santa Claus again in 2024. Just kidding. Zegras not the answer. I agree with you, Randy. Jeez, I'm behind everything. No, 23. About that, Lenny would not come to Montreal. It would have been done already. Lenny is only a 2 years risk. Get him if Columbus sorry, take a bad contract and return. You're welcome, and I guess I'm talking about one player, not the group. In our top, the rest for me is way overrated. It will be an interesting season to see what matches can do until wearing the C. Yeah, I'm sorry about this one. Question: how many potential 20 goal scorers on the ad next year? Dak, Nehuk, Sakaski, Caulfield, Suzuki. That's it. Dak, Nehuk, Suzuki, Caulfield, Sakaski. 5. So this is what we got tonight, guys. I am glad to be back. I think we should do more show Montreal Canadiens. People are eager to talk about the Montreal Canadiens, Marco and Artap. I think we're going to skip to one night. We'll be back at Wednesday night. But I'm going to add now another show every week for the Montreal Canadiens starting next week. So next week we're going to be busy. Sunday, Monday, Montreal Exposed Tuesday, Montreal again Wednesday. And the next show during the guys would be a Wednesday at the notebook. Marco will be back in the house with NR Gregory Amel is coming for the end of the month. And Franks could be only at the beginning of the September. Not many things going on and the Montreal Canadiens around. So we wait for Franks to come back. It was great to see each one of you tonight. In our tap, it's so hard to finish at 10 o'clock when you have a great conversation in the chat. It's not about the viewers, it's about the quality of people, and we reach each one of them every single night, Mr. Tap. And that's the reason we love to be here all together. What a great show, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, last night, I make a mistake. I finish the show. I click on the wrong things on my computer and I disappear. It's happened sometimes. Anyhow, the first star of the game tonight at the live stream, we need to give it to Todd. We need to give him some boost of positivity about the Montreal Canadiens. Todd, we love you, my friend. It was great to see you. Hopefully you come back again. And it was great to have all of you in the chat. Luciano, welcome back in the house. Moderator, Ron with Kings and NRTAP. Marco did a great job in the chat with NRTAP. And many of you carry on a lot of conversation. Bob Smith, and then we have Zeph show up at the last minute. And then we have other people. Randy Walkman, everybody else, guys. You rock and roll the show tonight. I'm glad I did it. I miss each one of you in the morning. I'm bored. I'm doing a new routine. I go to bed at 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning because I think I'm going to make a new video every day at 5 o'clock p.m. If my health and my body can helping me to do it. Not easy. Go to bed at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and then you wake up at 2 o'clock. I did it for the last 2 nights. So it's not too bad. I can do it, I'm sure. I just have to work on the night shift. I need to find a job somewhere talking more about hockey. I'm sure some other channel would like to have me around with them. No, we'll see. Anyhow, my friend, you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. That's how you are. That's what you do every single night. That's what we love to have you with us every time. My friend, be well, be L. Find a way not only to dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the second half of what? In our top. He said 2024. It was a pleasure to entertaining you tonight on this great show, The Last Minute. And glad to have everyone inside the show. Don't forget, next show, Wednesday night. Any question? Send an email to askacofrenchie@gmail.com. Montreal Expo Show, August 20. Until the next time, my friend. The Hockey Nation and the Habs Nation want to tell you one more thing. We love you, friends. Good night, my friend. I will see you tomorrow, Wednesday night. So 8:30 p.m. with Marco at the Habs Notebook. Good night, everyone. Salut, mon Nicolas. Andrei Markov did it again. Marco, thanks so much. Nicolas, ta nouvelle job, c'est quoi ta job? C'est quoi tu fais comme travail, mon Nicolas? Marque-moi ça dans le show là, avant que je parle. Time to the gym. Booyah!